welcome back to the Trail Manners Podcast, Singletrack Session number 16. And we are just hopping around. We got a new location today.
Hopping around. This is a bit much.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's for you, giddy up cowboy.
That's right.
So, yeah, Joel, as we have discussed in the past episodes, went under the knife.
Did, yep.
Got some patchwork done.
Yeah. Yep. Some drywall work done.
Some drywall work done on the nether region, abdomen area.
Yeah.
And so, how many days out are we from the surgery?
5, I think.
5 days?
6. Tomorrow's a week.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're 6 out now.
So we're 6 out from Joel's. Are you sure tomorrow? Because
today's Tuesday, right?
Yeah, didn't you go in Friday?
No, I went in on Wednesday last week.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's right, you did, because we had the workout. So anyway, I'm confusing it. But yeah, so you're 5-6 days out.
Yep, 6 days out.
And so I showed up to Joel's casa.
Yeah.
Because that's where we had to do it today for obvious reasons.
Right.
And he comes to the door, and I thought he just got back from some heinous 100-mile horse ride.
Yeah. Got this little cowboy gait going on right now. It's a lot better than it was a couple days ago.
Oh, man.
A couple days ago, it was full cowboy every step.
Gosh. Yeah, it looks painful. And then just before, prepping for the show, just kind of chit-chatting a little bit. He's kind of moving slow, and he finally found the right spot on the seat.
I think so.
So we're going to knock this one out. So how you feeling?
Surprisingly better than yesterday.
Yeah.
3 days ago, incredibly better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if this keeps like doubling every day, I think in a week they'll be good to go.
Nice.
It's weird. The first day was just miserable. There's so much pressure and swelling down the junk.
Oh man. That's not a good thing.
No, it's not. And then when your boys start turning black and blue from bruising, I mean, there's just at that point, you're just like, well, this is going to suck.
Yeah.
A lot more than I thought I was going to.
I need to go back to sleep.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I did all weekend was sleep.
But it's taken care of, hopefully, right? I mean,
I
you
hope
go
so.
in Friday or this week and you get it checked out.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. He's moving. That's that little pain. It's not me just twisting his arm or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, if I had to move, it hurts like a son of a gun.
So then we find out the true capacity, because aren't you saying earlier that it depends on how severe or what they had to do as kind of recovery and what happens in?
Yeah, I mean, if it was the easy patch, then I think I should be able to run a week from this Friday.
Wow.
Which I can kind of start thinking about now.
Man, just watching you walk,
I know, right?
Think about that.
But if it was the other repair and it was a little bit worse than we thought, then I need to wait a few more weeks.
Well,
I hope I can run because I'm getting really grouchy.
Yeah. Well, we got to hope that it was the easy one. Then,
yeah, me too.
Or the better of the two, if that's even possible.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, because we're marking some interesting territory right now.
Yep.
With the year, we just launched episode 0.
You're right.
As our last show, and that was kind of planned to kind of see where we've come from.
Right.
So I listened to it again. I listened to all our shows. Can you believe that?
It's a little painful to listen to,
isn't it?
It
is. I was listening to it, and I was cringing at times. Like I pulled off the side of the road at one point because I was just shaking my head so bad.
Right. You said you got outside and threw up a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, holy cow, what happened?
Bunch of rookies.
Yeah, I know. We should have tested for months before we came out with our first one, but I think it was authentic.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and that's what we kind of talked about even in the show, is just the authenticity of what we were doing and who we are, and so that was fun. So next week, Tuesday, will be our 1-year anniversary show.
Right.
So we're gonna have to come out with some humdinger of a show then.
Okay.
We have some ideas for that, but yeah, it's kind of a monumental time right now.
It is.
And the weather gods are shining on us too.
Oh man, that's the worst part about. Well, the surgery was bad, but this is like an extra kick in the nuts.
Yeah.
Because the weather's so nice.
Yeah, today's supposed to hit 70 in Utah.
That's
and
nuts.
It's November-ish, mid-November really now.
November 15th today.
That's mid-November. So, I mean, I think I said it last week, but I got weeds growing in my lawn.
Yeah.
And that should not be happening.
I need to mow my grass again.
Yeah, I do too. It's looking pretty shabby. I keep
crazy.
thinking, just hold off.
I know.
But
and it's not just us. It's everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Everybody's
good weather
got good weather right now.
Yep. So keep getting out.
Yeah.
Right? Take advantage of it.
Money in the bank for next year.
It really is. And it's fun.
Yeah,
because the weather in the mornings and the evenings, I've gone out, it's still cool.
Right.
So it still isn't like summer.
Yep.
For here, you don't have to worry about the snakes.
Nope.
So it's just like prime conditions.
Yeah.
The trails are in great shape.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, except for a few patches. But
right.
Those are in great shape. So yeah, weather's been good. We've been recapping our contests. We've had the episode from James Varner. We've had 2 people claim their tickets.
Right on.
We still have one more. Heather Latham needs to claim hers, so just email me.
Come on, Heather, get with it.
Yeah, Lori and Sarah emailed me, and so they got their.
That's cool.
We got them in touch with James to get that taken care of. And then I think we have another week for John Mock for his Ultragen contest with Carl Meltzer. We had 2 people claim. We got him left. And we haven't launched. We'll have a new contest next week for our 1-year show.
Okay, so we got some stuff to give away, huh?
Yeah, and it might be some good stuff since it's a 1-year thing.
Sounds good to me.
So we recap that. Then just kind of in the news right now, there's not a whole lot going on. There's some races here and there.
Slow time of the year.
You got JFK next weekend, which I haven't really looked too far into.
Ooh.
But that's a big.
That's fast.
Yeah, that's a fast race. And Walmsley's won it the last 2 years, I believe.
Right.
He's running again this
Is
year. Mm-hmm. And so the big question is he going to go for the win or is he going to go for King's record, which he was off by under 15 minutes, between 10 and 15 minutes.
I'm surprised
he's
not doing the North Face race.
He is.
He is?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to slow that boy down.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah. So I don't know what his plan is for JFK, right? I mean, if he goes after the course record, which I think he could do just for the fact that I think it was like 13 minutes, something like that. He was short of Max King's last year.
That's crazy.
And obviously he's got a few more races under his belt now.
Yeah.
So I think he could do it, but then what do you do at the North Face?
Well, you want to do better at the North Face, right? Because there's more money involved.
You'd think. So it'll be interesting to see what he does there, and we'll make sure we kind of keep tabs on that. But race-wise, I mean, there's stuff, there's some, I don't want to say smaller because I don't want to offend races, but I mean, just not the big name races. They're kind of done for the year. We had Turtle Miller. His race was last weekend, the Capstone.
Looks like he had a good turnout.
It did, and it looked very nice.
I know.
I kind of like kicking myself that I couldn't make it down.
Right.
I really wanted to.
I couldn't either.
Yeah, Joel was on the art. I'm still remodeling my upstairs, so the hardwood floors, but that looked like it turned out pretty well for Turtle, and we'll definitely keep tabs and support that one to see what happens next year.
Yep.
Especially if the weather is like what it was. I would love to go down.
It might be too hot.
Yeah, no kidding. Because we've talked about going down in like January or something.
I want to go down in January.
Just to
I feel like I'm missing out right now on some training. So if I can go down in January and run on the Zion course, I'd be so happy.
That'd be nice. So, we had that going on. What else do we have? We have, some kind of interesting news.
Yeah.
Outdoor retailers.
Yeah.
And the reason I bring this up is because it obviously affects most people, you know, in the outdoor industry, which we're obviously tied in with pretty close.
Yep.
I've been going to Outdoor Retailer for the past, 14 years. But they made some changes coming in 2018, which are going to be interesting. I'm interested to see how this pans out. So generally, Outdoor Retailer, they do a winter and a summer market.
Yeah. The
winter market's in January, the expo or whatever, and the summer one is in end of July, 1st of August.
Right.
It's usually timing. They made a huge shift.
Right.
So now they're changing the summer one, and this is 2018. The summer one is going to be in June, so they're moving that up 2 months. And the winter one is going to be in November. And they're saying that they did some, polling, they did some Q&A, and they thought, well, this maybe fits better in the line with Outdoor Retailer launches and everything else. And, I didn't pull on it, and I never really put much thought into it. I just show up, and it's like Christmas for me.
I know, right? Where's the beer and the gear?
Yeah, I like that. Beer and gear.
That's right.
Hashtag that, baby. So that's some interesting information that's going to change the landscape. I mean, this year it's not going to change. It's still going to be in January and I think the end of July for 2017. And Joel and I still need to get our stuff together for January.
If we go.
Yeah, because we'd like to get in there and check out some stuff to connect with the new stuff that's coming out.
Yeah, always.
Right? Because that's always fun. And then kind of flipping over to new stuff coming out. We just got a care package.
We did.
From Innovate.
I know. I got some on right now.
Yeah. So they sent us a couple pair of shoes to do some gear reviews on.
Yeah.
We've got the Trail Talon 250.
Yep, which I have on right now.
And Joel has them on sitting in the stool.
So comfortable.
They look. I haven't put mine on. They're a little tight for me. So I'm trying to get some sizes different.
I think they fit. Well, for me, they fit pretty true to size. Like it fits like a Pearl Zumi N1.
Okay.
So I think that's a good reference point so far.
And then they also sent us the
350?
Rock Light 305.
305,
so
which is a good-looking shoe.
It is. So we're going to test these. They got some super lug, right?
Aggressive lugging. Holy cow.
But yeah, we got to thank Innovate for sending those over. And we got to get some good Gear Garage YouTube videos up on
get
those.
My butt back running.
As soon as Joel starts running, as soon as his drywall.
Yeah, as soon as my drywall patch heals.
Takes.
Yeah.
But we'll show some of that out. And we have some other gear that we're looking at testing. some nutrition products as well that we'll throw out there. But thank you, Innovate, for sending those over. We'll give that a good solid test.
Good once over.
Yeah, and then we'll answer any questions we can on that. So, so there's kind of some gear stuff. Oh, boy. God, what else we got going on?
What came in the mail last week?
Oh, man. Here we go. The beanies.
The beanies are in stock.
And they are good looking.
They are good looking.
Because we get proofs, because these are custom, so it's not like, oh, here's what it is. It's a PDF almost of what it's going to look like, and we liked that. But when they showed up, I was very happy with them.
Yeah, they look good.
And I wore mine one day, and feels really nice, but it's too hot.
It's freaking
right
70
now
degrees outside
to wear them. But the interesting thing is they're flying. They really are. We're getting orders every day.
Good.
And we only ordered 50 total. So they're limited edition 50 ever produced in the world.
It's the 2016 edition.
Yeah. And
that's it.
Then once they're gone, they're gone. So get on there. Don't forget to get your beanie. Sweatshirts came.
Good present for your friends.
Oh, yeah.
For Christmas. Stocking stuffer.
Oh, easy. And you're going to need it, right? We will get the weather.
You hope.
Yeah, I'm going to keep saying that because I think we will.
Right.
So it's definitely, I don't know, they're good looking. I'm excited to see people have been getting them, like the people that pre-ordered and been ordering them online. Right. Depending on where you live, you've got your beanies by now.
Unless you live in Ireland.
That one's still on the way, by the way, because that does take a little bit longer. But I'll tell you what, the Trail Manor shipping department has been busy.
Yeah, it looks like it's been hopping lately.
Because I don't like going to the post office.
Right.
No offense to anything there, but it's just the lines sometimes are long.
Right, and you've always got the old person. No offense to the old folks, but you got that old person that's in front of you.
That's writing checks for stamps.
Exactly. Instead of going over using the automated thing, or they want to sit there and talk for a while.
Yeah.
Come on, folks.
And the bad thing too is I'm that guy that walks in with like
50
things,
packages,
right?
Yeah.
And they got to enter them in all at once, and everybody behind me's got like one thing to drop off. I'm like, I'm that guy. I hate it. So I've actually gone out of my way to find obscure post office that people don't go to.
The one behind the mall?
Yeah. No, that one gets busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does get busy.
That's right next to the liquor store, so I can see that.
Syracuse, Utah. That one doesn't get
really.
Hopping. Yeah, but they don't have. I found out you can't ship internationally from there because they don't have the paperwork.
Gotcha.
So I got hosed on that one. But yeah, so those are in there, and the sweatshirts are on the way out too.
Yeah, those look good.
Those are comfy, looking nice. And then shirts, we're almost out.
Yeah, so we need to decide what color we're going to run next.
Yeah, because we had, like I said, we had some samples. We had some, and we're pretty much out. We've got one or two colors where we have a little more inventory of, but so we're on the hunt for some inexpensive priced, because we want to keep our prices down.
Right, because we don't want to have to turn around and jack up the price.
Yeah, huge. That's not why we
Nobody wants to buy a $30 shirt.
Yeah, I don't.
No.
So we're looking for some inexpensive tech shirts.
Yep.
But they got to be good quality.
Yeah, you don't want it to be big and boxy and look ugly.
Yeah, or just not breathable. Or, some of those junkers that are out there.
Yeah.
But these ones have served really well for us. We're still on the hunt for that. That red with the baby blue has been super hot.
Right. Do we have more of those that we can print?
Well, I think we only have like 5 more red shirts. Okay. So we might print those with a few more.
Sure.
Because we do have those getting printed up locally. They do a great job for us. Where we got the sweatshirts done and stuff. So, yeah, that's just some of our gear.
Right.
We actually, kind of mix it up a little bit and give a few shout-outs because I like doing this for the people that order our stuff.
Yeah.
Chris Vesper from Utah got a beanie.
All right.
So thank you, Chris. She runs a lot, like every day, and then races a lot.
Lucky duck. And
Christine Peterson from Corvallis.
Right on.
Okay, man. She is loaded up. First coasters purchased.
Yeah.
That's what we're calling those wooden coasters from Elevation
sweet.
Culture. So she got those, shirt, beanie, hat.
Holy cow.
Right? The whole spectrum.
That's so
and
cool.
Some super nice comments on the order. There's a place to put comments, and she put some super awesome comments there, which a lot of people have. And then my brother-in-law, who I'm going to visit for Turkey Day in the Springs, he ordered a beanie.
Now you going to go to PD Runco?
I'm thinking, I'm trying to swing it just for the time that I'm there.
Come on, you got to do that.
Yeah.
You're there, you need to go up and say hi to those boys.
Yeah, so I maybe could take my stuff, sneak out, do a show. Running-wise, I don't know if I can hang with them right now.
No, don't worry about that.
I've been doing a ton of running myself.
Just go talk to them and drink beer. That's what I would do.
Yeah, so maybe I'll throw that out there. But yeah, I love seeing these orders come through, and I love seeing the personal comments on it. And then social media has been hopping pretty good for it right now for people posting really cool comments and sharing things and getting their friends to listen, which we love and we appreciate that. And then what else we got? God, there's so much going on. We have, the Park City Ugly Sweater 10K. No. I said I'd drop that again because I seriously want to do that race.
When is that?
It's December 3rd, and it's free.
Okay, so
and there's a registration.
3 weeks, 2 weeks,
yeah,
3 weeks.
It's a Saturday morning.
Right.
Park City Run Co. is co-sponsoring or co-helping hosting this with Ryan Delaney, and you have to wear an ugly sweater. It's mandatory. Good. It's free. It's a free race.
No excuse now.
Yeah. And they're going to have cool stuff. You can bring some dish, to share. Kind of a fun little just welcoming the
now,
December.
Where's the start at? Is that PD Run Co?
Meet at PD Run Co.
Not PD, PC.
Oh, gosh. Now I'm getting mixed up because we keep doing the P's and the runs and the Co's. But, Park City Running Company. I apologize. The Park City Ugly Sweater 10K.
Right.
It starts there. And it looks like a pretty sweet. I haven't been on the course. I mean, if you're in Park City or know the area, you've probably been on it. I don't know the name of the trail off the top of my head. I didn't print it out or memorize it. But it's a 10K. It's up and down. Wow. You go up, you go down. It looks pretty sweet, though. But I know that they'll do a good job with that, so we encourage people to check that out. Again, we'll have a link on our website for that, but it is free, so there's really no excuse not to do it, right?
That's so
and it's
cool.
Saturday.
Right.
And it's in Park City.
Yep.
And Park City Run Co. is part of it. So, it's going to be awesome.
I know.
So we have that going. What else we have? I mean, I can't get over the fact with these announcements we have coming up, right?
Yeah, we've been teasing you guys for weeks on this one, and we're so close to launching it.
And we've been working with Stacy from Barking Goat Studios.
Yes, we have.
To design something for us.
Right.
And we think he nailed it.
I think so, man. It looks good.
It looks really, really good.
Yeah.
We're happy with it for a lot of reasons.
Right.
I kind of want to announce this on our 1-year anniversary show.
I think we should be,
I think we can.
I think we're close to being able to.
Yeah. I think we can. I think if I accidentally say it, then we can't turn back.
True. We're at the point where we really can't turn back now anyways.
Yeah, so I think maybe we can.
I think we've alluded to it, if you live close by, meaning that if you live like in Idaho, Colorado, Nevada, Arizona, you're probably going to want to come see us the first part of May of next year. Yeah,
it's a good time frame. Yeah. Pretty here in Utah.
Sure is.
And it's going to be a super good event.
It'll be fun.
I know it will be.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
And we have some people on board to help us out.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah, so it's going to be a humdinger of a time.
That's right.
So you definitely want to check it out. And then, we always touch on races, for next year. We've had some really cool people send us some information, about, hey, I can't wait. I'm coming to Utah for this race. I'd love to see you.
Right.
Keep those coming because we, if we're not running, we can still head out and check it out, podcast from it, or just say hi.
Exactly.
Because we're all about meeting people that listen to the show. Because Joel's schedule, my schedule is starting to fill out even more.
Yeah, mine's full.
It's already full?
I think so. Yeah. I don't want to. I got 4 races on the schedule. I don't want to add any more.
So can you talk about them? You have Zion.
I got Zion 100.
Okay.
That's already locked down.
It's in April.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zion. Beaverhead 100.
Beaverhead 100K. I'm
100K.
so stoked for that race, man. I cannot
the Carol
tell
Loco,
you.
And then the Bear.
Okay.
So those are my 4.
Okay.
And you know what? I might do something in June. I just don't know if I'm going to go back up to Smut.
Oh, yeah.
And do the 60K. Is that what they have?
Yeah.
60K?
Yeah.
Go back up there and do that. Or one race I'd want to go back and revisit because I dropped out from it is Squaw Peak.
Oh. Yeah. I've done that 3 times and never had a good experience. But it's my fault.
Right.
Yeah.
I paced Squaw Peak once. I think that's when I actually maybe first ever met you.
Yep. It was up Windy Pass. Yep.
And then maybe a year or 2 later, I was actually running it and had to drop out. I was just having some IT band issues. So I'd like to go back and actually finish it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I want to go back.
There's a lot of fun parts of that course.
Oh my gosh, so many pretty parts.
Yeah, there really are. There's a couple parts I'm not a huge fan of, but that's pretty much with anything anymore.
Right. Well, there's actually road. There's asphalt on this course.
That midway point.
Gosh, yeah.
And the finish is what kills
me. I know.
Me,
you got 3 miles of road going down the canyon.
All these little false turns like, there's the park. Nope.
Yeah. So that would be the only reason I'd want to go back is just to get that finish and then check that off my list.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still throwing some things around for sure. I mean, Beaverhead, I'm already locked in the 100K on that one.
Right.
That's my birthday weekend, so I'm all in.
Yep.
El Vaquero again, 5-year for me.
In.
The Bear signed up for that.
Right.
That's all that I have on point right now.
Yeah.
There's things I'm dabbling with. There's things I'd like to do.
Right.
But I'm just kind of waiting to see. It's not like I'm waiting for a lottery or anything else like that, but there's definitely some, timing issues.
Right.
More than anything. But Smut is on there just because I like going up. And
I want to go back and do
anyway.
better at that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
I know I can.
We had a pretty rough time this past year.
We had a pretty rough time.
We hung out a lot together.
Oh my gosh. I know I can go back and go faster. And I think that's another thing that I want to do with some races. It's like I know I can go back and I can go faster at some races.
Yeah. Well, see, that's where I'm at with like the Buffalo Run,
right?
With El Vaquero. I mean, I'm doing that anyway, but I really want to kick that one in the butt this year,
right?
So those are two that I know. Timp Trail Marathon in May in Utah.
I thought about doing that, but
I love that
like
race.
Timp, and then you either got Smut or Squaw back to back.
That's what we did this year.
We did,
yeah. But I did the smaller version of the Timp because I wasn't ready for the big boy like you were.
I definitely can go back to Timp and take off quite a bit of time.
Yeah,
I think I know exactly where I can chew off a huge chunk of time.
Yeah. What about so I'm still up in the air with Zion because, like I said, my wife, she's heading out of town. My family. So
that means you're coming down the crew. That's what you're saying.
I could do that because then I could still get a run in down there.
Yeah, you can.
But there's still a lot of stuff up in the air. So we're always listening, and we always like to see what pops up because
I really like to do that Black Canyon race, but I don't think I'm gonna be ready.
Yeah, and travel, I've looked at that. It's like you fly into Phoenix or you can drive down and then fly into Phoenix and drive to the race.
So
there's some logistic things there for me. I've always entertained Moab early in the season just because it's kind of nice to get out.
Yeah, no.
But if we can get down to southern Utah and
I'd rather go do that.
January, February, that might work out too. So, that's kind of our ramblings on our race schedule.
Yep, so far.
But, we're always... Like I said, we got our eyes open.
Yep.
Paying attention to things. So, that's pretty much it for this episode.
I think so.
We want to get you healed up so we can get you back out on the trail.
Yeah, me too. This kind of sucks.
Yeah, and then I'm excited for next week. I can't believe it's been a year.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that.
I mean, we've really been recording for more than a year. We just launched our first show a year.
Because it was such a junk show at first.
That September, October last year, a year ago, was just
false
a nightmare.
Start.
Yeah, it was false starts.
Over and over again.
To try and get our stuff down, so to say. So I think we figured a lot of that stuff out.
Yep, for sure.
So anyway, we still got things going on. We still got the, and I think what we're going to do is kind of tone back on our media race kit launch to try and get that out by, December, January at the very latest.
Yeah, I think so.
Just because we have so much going on and that kind of falls back with the other things we have going.
Right.
Plus, we do have the holidays coming up. Plus, believe it or not, me and Joel have things going on otherwise. So,
yeah.
And then next week, I seriously want to make that announcement next week.
Yeah, I think we should be able to.
So you would definitely want to tune into that. Anyway, beanies, get them. Hoodies on their way. Tech tees, let us know. And then
coasters, get a coaster.
Yeah, we only got 25 of those, and I want to get rid of, sell those through and get some other cool stuff.
Get something it's like new and unique every time. Every time that guy posts something on Facebook, they look so cool.
Chris from Elevation Culture, just awesome. And I'll tell you again, we'll promote it again. But if you're a race director, please check it out.
Oh, I know.
Get a hold of him. Check out his pricing, whatever it is. But I would much rather have something like this from a race than a lot of the things that you get these days.
Oh, I know, for sure.
Don't try and reinvent the wheel. Just do something cool.
Yeah.
Right? Because I know like Smut last year gave us tree, wood type stuff that was awesome.
I still got to get a magnet for that so I can stick it on.
Yeah, that's super cool. So, anyway, there's a shameless plug for Chris and what he's
there you go.
Excuse me, Eric Chrisman that's doing that. So, anyway, we'll catch you next Tuesday.
Yeah, for sure.
For the 1 year anniversary. We're going to promote it. We're going to have a fun time with it. We're going to have some cool contests.
Yep.
You don't want to miss it. And we're almost to 200,000 downloads, which I still think we're going to hit by Tuesday.
That'd be cool.
I still think, I'm not going to tell you where we're at, but I still think we're going to hit it.
Right.
So I got my fingers crossed. That'd be a cool way to bring it in.
Yep.
So anyway, thanks for listening to Singletrack Session number 16 at Joel's Casa with Cats Roman.
Yep.
Right? Meow, meow. So catch you next week.